Test. Let's see here. There we go. All right, can you guys hear me now? I have 2 active streams right now. Uh-oh, let's see here. Let's let me take a look here. What is YouTube doing to me? Okay, hold on, guys. Let's see what we could do here. Right? All right, let's see here. Hi, they're showing 2. Okay. Let me try to do something here, guys, while we talk. This is interesting. I've never had that happen before. So let me open up OBS Studio and find out why it's doing that. Should not be doing that. I just killed that one. That is quite interesting. That's a little scary. Yeah, I'm gonna, let's see here. I'm gonna go into YouTube here. That's Shadow in the background, guys. All right, let's see here. Let me go back to YouTube and then we'll get started. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to... Hey, what's up, Fox? Okay, cool. It killed. It died. All right. And we're going to unlist that. Save. All right, we're good. Cool. All right. No, Fox, no SE. It wasn't working. All right, guys. So there we go. I'm killing SE right now. File, exit. Cool. All right. So all right, everybody. I'm sorry about that. We got some things going on here. Okay, so what ended up happening was there's Shadow snoring as Shadow does. But anyways, so what ended up happening was over the last couple of weeks, I've been having difficulties with Streamlabs OBS. And every time I go live with Streamlabs OBS, it asks me to re-enter my IP address. And I've never had to do that before. It would, by default, would find it and then go live. And then all of a sudden, it started doing that. Well, then, I use Streamlabs OBS to record my gameplay that I could edit later on down the line and upload. Well, I noticed on my last Red Dead Redemption 2 video, a lot of you were commenting that it was laggy. And when I looked at Streamlabs, yeah, it was very laggy. So Fox had mentioned to me about Stream Elements, and I took a look at it, and I fell in love with Stream Elements because there's so much that you can do. And I've been using Stream Elements to record gameplay, and everything runs very flawlessly. It's very simple to use. Everything stays in 1080p. And when we live streamed last week on Twitch, everything went fine. We had a 3-hour live stream, or about 2-hour live stream, I take that back, and everything was fine. Well, I wanted to do YouTube this morning with Stream Elements, and it just didn't let me log in. It kept saying that I was not using a secure browser. So I'm going to have to, when this is over, I'm going to have to do a couple of tests with it to see how I could use Stream Elements for both Twitch and YouTube separately. So I got to do a little bit of research, but we're going to have a couple of days before next Tuesday's live stream. So hopefully we'll be okay. But all right. So that's what's been going on this morning. At least we're up and running using Streamlabs. And that's all that really matters, is that we're here. And let's see, data. No, I do record data. I do record gameplay using the internal, and then my camera is a DV camera on me. That's what's going on. Gosh, Shadow, you're killing me today. Anyways, so yeah, that's what's going on now. All right, where was I going to go at? All right, let's do a little business part of this, and then let's get into a little bit of talking. Hey everybody, I am Chris the Cop. I'm a real police officer playing video games and talking everything nerd. Today is a live broadcast called Coffee with the Cop, where you get to join me in my morning, where I have a cup of coffee or two, and we talk about cop stuff, life on the beat, or what other things may possibly come up. And this is every other Saturday at 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and currently it is only on YouTube, but we just don't know what's going to happen with Twitch, as I have become a bigger and bigger fan with Twitch. If you guys are wondering who is snoring in the background, it's Shadow the Boston Terrier, the mascot of this channel. He is very sedated, so that's why he is snoring right now, and I do apologize, but he is part of the show. Many of my original subscribers know that Shadow disrupts the stream, so kind of it's part of that. Now, we are also live streaming every Tuesday at 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and we're currently live streaming GTA 5 Story Mode. And then every Friday we have a new video that drops, which announces Theme Week. This week is Cops and Robbers, and all the games that you are going to see are going to be focused around that theme, and that's what we have going on. We also have channel memberships on both Twitch and YouTube, so definitely take a look at that, as well as we do have a cool merch store. All right. That's the business side of it. Don't forget about our socials down below. If you want to see what I do in my personal and professional life, you're definitely going to want to follow me. If you're not a big Instagrammer, I would tell you set up an Instagram account, because I do a lot of stuff on Instagram. It's just my go-to social media to connect with other people. All right, there we go. Shh. Right. Right, so much for the live streams. Yeah, I love live streaming. All right, so let's get to this. All right, so if you're new to live streaming on Coffee with the Cop, don't fret. I try to acknowledge everybody, but if I just don't get to you, don't spam your question. Just ask your question again if you don't see me answering it, okay? So that's what's going on here. All right, so let's say hi to a couple of people that are in chat already, and then we'll go from there. All right, we got Alice, we got Steve, we got Shopinzia, we got Alex, Aneka, right? Aneka, well, I'll say Alex, Dan, Saber Gaming, Fox Data, Fox Late again, Joseph, XX Bio, Alex Lamore, Is the Wiz is in the house, Alex La Passion. Let's see here. Derek is here. Let's see who else is here. Corporal D. Alton, Vidar, Jack, Tacky Blocks, Holden, Heavens. Yeah, I saw that, Heavens. I saw your message on Discord. I really appreciate that. Aiden, how's it going? Bozak, Firestorm. All right. Matthew and Rex are all here right now. All right, so here's what I want to talk about to start off Coffee with the Cop. Many people, we've been doing Coffee with the Cop. I think this is episode 22 now, and I got to get with the thumbnails to see. My thumbnails are being done by Nominus. Nominus is a fantastic artist, and he has just taken my thumbnails over the top there, so I really appreciate that, and I got to throw a shout out to him. As well as I got to throw a shout out to both Fox Commander and Data, as they are my moderators, and they are with me during this cool ride, and they take care of all the little things that I'm not able to take care of during the stream. So without them, I would not be able to do this stream. So please tell both Fox and Data, give them a applause, because they definitely helped me with this stream. In fact, I got to take a look at a couple of different things here while we're doing this. A lot of people ask, let me see if that's going to work. No, it's not going to, huh? All right, let's take a look at that later. Joseph, hold on real quick before you ask your question. So I decided that I was going to start Coffee with the Cop with answering a question that normally comes up. So last time I talked about what it was like being a police officer, as far as like what causes some of our stress. So what's that weird sound, Rex? That is my dog snoring. He is out for the count. So when my wife gets home and we're still streaming, she'll take him. But that's Shadow. I know. Let me put the mic closer so maybe that'd be a little bit better there. Okay. All right. So one of the questions that comes up is why I became a police officer. And the part about this is that I really never wanted to be a police officer. From the time I could remember, which was about my teenage years, I really wanted to be a paramedic. And one of the reasons why I wanted to be a paramedic was I used to watch the show Emergency. And Emergency was a show about two LA County firefighter paramedics. And paramedics, and remember, was only around from the mid-1970s. And no one had ever heard of paramedic before the 1970s because it just didn't exist. Well, when I was in high school, I was a police explorer for a couple of years, and I didn't like that. And so one of my friends, his name was Ed, he told me about an explorer program that he was in. Hey, thanks there, Harry. He told me about an explorer program where I could work with paramedics. And I was like, wow, that is really interesting because medicine really had always fascinated me. My gosh, really? So, hold on, guys. So, all right, sorry, guys. Are you serious? I'm taking a look right now, guys. And this is why I don't like using Stream Elements. Wow, that sucked, guys. Okay, it's good now. All right. Okay, so what ended up, I'm trying to look here too, because I'm not even getting any alerts on my side now. Yeah, Streamlabs is, I gotta figure it out. Maybe Fox and I will share a screen later on and we can walk through this and try to figure out what's going on. All right, so after high school, my parents really didn't have a lot of money to send me to a 4-year college, so I had to get a part-time job and go to junior college. And I started junior college, and then I went to EMT school, and I became an EMT. And to fast forward the story super quick, I worked as an EMT, went to the fire academy, and worked as a reserve firefighter because I thought that was a route I was going to take. I thought I would one day be a firefighter paramedic. So got an opportunity to be a firefighter for a couple different places, and subsequently I returned back and went to paramedic school because the fire service didn't work out for me, so I became a paramedic in 1992. And then I was working great as a paramedic. I was having a fun time and a lot of cool stuff. And then all of a sudden, my God. All right, sorry about that, guys. So all of a sudden, the city I was working in decided that they were going to switch from a city fire department to a county fire department, and that meant I was going to be out of a job. And I was like, I didn't know what I was going to do, because the only other job that I was going to be able to have as a paramedic was what they call a CCT paramedic. And a CCT paramedic is a critical care transport paramedic, but it means that you're no longer 911 and you're transporting a patient from one hospital to the next. And that was just boring. I'd been in 911 now since the age of 18, and I was just like, there's no way I could go do that. So I was like, what do I do? And a couple of my friends, drinking coffee, a couple of my friends that work for the police department had said, hey, Chris, why don't you become a cop? And I'm like, I don't want to be a cop. There's no part of me that wants to be a police officer. People hate you. When they wave to you, they use, one finger, and you got to wear a bulletproof vest. You got to have a gun. And I'm like, no. And the more and more I thought about it, I was like, well, I need to do something, because I'm pretty much going to be here without a job. So I drove down to the city, and I went to City Hall, and I filled out the application, and lo and behold, 6 months later, I'm in the police academy getting yelled at by these guys who ate way too much red meat, and the rest is really history. And that's how I became a police officer. It was never this well thought out plan. It was never something I wanted to do since I was a kid. It was just something I fell into. Now, do I have any regrets? No, I love being a police officer. I look back at my 25 years, and it has been an awesome, awesome ride, as well as when we add my paramedic part to it, we add my firefighter part to it. I got to do and see a lot of things, and that was pretty much it. So that's how I became a police officer. All right. And Alex, I used to be, that's how I started off in the SWAT unit, was being a paramedic. I'm reading Alex's question right now. So if you guys got some questions, there's how we're going to start these streams off with a little bit of just a kind of like a background, and then we go from there. All right, Chris, favorite SWAT 4 mission? You know what? It was the jewelry mart, because it was so challenging. That's why. It was the jewelry mart. Yeah, no longer the medic. That was a long time ago. Commander now. Long time ago. Yeah, I was the medic. Yes. No, team leader is below team commander. Team commander is at the top. Then you got team leader. And then you have scout, operator, breacher, medic. So there's all these different positions. But the ultimate top is a SWAT commander, and then the team leader, and the assistant team leader. I can't forget the assistant team leader. Lonnie, what is the most dangerous call to you? Domestic violence, I think, is probably one of the most dangerous calls that a police officer could respond on. Vidar, question: explain in detail about exam for high ranks in police and what rank we get in difficulty level. Well, see here, Vidar, here's the problem: is that it's different everywhere. What I'm used to, or accustomed to, I should say, is that when you're going to test from police officer to corporal, it's a oral interview with 3 sergeants. When you're promoting from corporal to sergeant, you take a written exam, and then you take a oral interview with 3 lieutenants. And then when you're testing for lieutenant, you have an interview with 3 captains, and then a chief's interview. That's just kind of what's normal in Southern California, but that could be so different everywhere else. So this all depends on where you work, what region, what state, all those different areas, and what rules regarding promotions are there. So it just really all depends. Oh my gosh, I'm a mess. I'm a mess today, guys. Okay. Master Man, the sound in the background is Shadow. So my dog, my Boston Terrier, who's snoring away. All right. What are the ranks in SWAT team? Well, there are no ranks in SWAT, because there's positions. At the top is a SWAT commander who is a lieutenant. Below him or her is a team leader who is a sergeant and an assistant team leader who is a sergeant. But we can have other sergeants on the team that are just operators, but they are not supervisors on the team. And you can have corporals, but even though they're a corporal in the police department, they still don't have any supervisor responsibilities on the team. Those are the top 3 ranks on a SWAT team because everyone else has a position. You have operators who do entry. You have perimeter who do the perimeter around the location. You have breachers who are responsible for breaching. You have medics who obviously were doing medic stuff. You have scouts who scout things out. You have snipers. So these are all positions. So you can literally have a sergeant who's a sniper but has no supervisor responsibility. And that's how SWAT works. Let's see here. Let's go back up. Ashton, I'm doing good, except this weird throat thing that just started. Rares, how many times you get shot? It's okay if you don't want to say. I've never been shot, so I'm doing good. Jack, hey Chris, what's been the hardest part of gaming you for so far? I find the people who don't play games struggle with moving the camera and character at the same time the most. Yeah, Jack, actually that was kind of true because I did a little GTA 5 5M and cops were chasing me and I wanted to see where they were at and I was struggling to kind of look behind me and run straight at the same time. And also too, remembering the controls. That's probably the biggest problem for me is what button does what. I kind of just tend to forget. So, so Joseph, we got that part. Jack Aces. Oh wait, what we got back here? Shopinizia. Hey, Mr. Chris, I really want to know your opinion about Officer Darren Jarrett. I don't know who that is. I have not taken a look at that. Just so you guys know, when people ask me questions about like mainstream media stuff that's going on, I normally don't know what's going on. And let me give you my reason is that I don't watch the news. My Facebook, my personal Facebook is designed to keep in touch with my friends. And it's also designed for, to like be in these groups like toy collecting, card collecting, science fiction, movies. So that's normally some of the stuff that I do. And then when I'm home, I don't watch the news because to me, there's just so much disinformation that if I want to know about something or hear about something, I'll look it up. But so that's the reason why I don't. Jack A says, how does crime escalation work out for each department? I don't know what you mean by crime escalation. I mean, there are certain criteria that patrol services can handle, and when they're beyond when they're beyond what they can do, they can call additional resources, including SWAT. But there is a criteria to activate SWAT. Rex, if you're on vacation on a different state and saw someone committing a crime, do you have the authority to arrest the person? You have the authority to detain them. Because in the United States of America, we can carry our gun throughout the entire United States. We are allowed to be CCW, concealed weapons. As far as arrest powers, no, I'm only have arrest powers in the state of California, but I can make a detention to obviously stop a crime or help someone or prevent someone's injury or death. Okay, Masterman. I've been watching police shootouts yesterday. Quite bad when a person is risking their life instead of just putting the gun away. Agreed. Remember, for the most part, police officers are only reacting to what the suspect is doing. If the suspect drops the gun, drops the knife, and puts their hands up, we should be good. But when they decide that they want to do something different, then we have a problem. Let me see. Chopinzia, what would you do if you were in a situation stopping someone with a gun? Well, this all depends on the situation. You can't just throw generic stuff at me like that because every situation is different. And I generally have this rule of thumb that I will call the police if I see a crime being committed. And I have told myself that the only time that I probably will stop and actually get involved is if someone has a possibility of being injured or killed. But beyond that, I would wait for the police and be a good witness. Sawyer, do you have any new games that you're going to stream? We're probably going to jump on Police Simulator to see what it's all about. I understand it's kind of like in the alpha beta setting, so we're going to take a look at it. Alex, Chris, here's my question. My great-grandfather was an NYPD officer, and I still have his wooden baton. Have you all switched to plastic ones, or do you still use wooden batons? I still use a 29-inch wooden baton. It's made out of diamond wood. It's 29 inches long, and it is the old school. Some officers have switched to the metal asp. Some officers don't even carry a baton. So it's all about preference right now. I still like the wooden baton. Sam, hey Chris, did anyone on the SWAT team use old outdated equipment or gear, for example, a helmet from the 90s or 2000? No, all of the gear is up to date because most gear has a shelf life. Like vests. Vests are only have a shelf life of 5 years. I don't know what it is for helmets, but if the expiration date has come, everybody will get new equipment. Vidar, my brother is lieutenant in Indian Army, and he will become captain after 3 years. That's really cool. Joseph, what would you do if you found an unexpected bomb? Well, we call the bomb squad. We back away, we start evacuations, and we call the experts because they go to school. Unlike what you guys see in movies and TV, there isn't this like gang of officers that are bomb experts. No, bomb experts is a profession, and these guys, man, hats off to them. But they go to schools, they drill, they train, they practice. So they are experts. They just don't. You know what? I'm gonna, hey, let's cut the blue wire. No. Let me see here. Do medics act as normal operator or do they stay in the back? It all depends on where you work. When I first started on the SWAT team, I was at the command post, which was about a mile away. And then after a couple of years, they said, hey, we want you to be at the rear of what we call the stack. And then I was at the rear of the stack. And then a couple of years later, I was doing entries. So it all depends. Today's standard, though, set by the Los Angeles Police Department and the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department, is the medics are part of the entry team. That is the standard. Yeah, Alex, call EOD, exactly, and evacuate the area. Yeah, exactly. I feel dumb for repeating my question now that he's going back up. That's all right, Alex, don't worry about it. Jack, once it clicks with being able to move the camera and character in the games, it's a different... Yeah, I know. Once I find a game that I like, once I get it, like Red Dead Redemption 2, I have no problems with gameplay because I have played it so much that everything is secondary to me. But when I was playing GTA 5 on a 5M server, some of my controls work, and then I have to use keyboard. So I want to hotkey everything to my controller, just like Red Dead Redemption 2, and then it will be a whole different gameplay and experience for me. Let's see here. Aiden, how do officers join SWAT? Are they chosen or do they apply for it? They have to apply for it. What's up there, Camalos446? Good evening. 8 p.m. Wow. It's not here. It's 11:05 a.m. Ashton, what was the most dangerous situation you ever had while being on a SWAT team? It was a hostage rescue when the suspect decided that he was going to kill his own son. So it became very critical at that point in time for us to do something about it. Are you making an LSPDFR video from Pocket Goods or Pocket Ghouls? I don't know. Okay, I've tried a little LSPDFR, guys, and I'm just not a fan. I'm not a fan. Everyone talks about LSPDFR, and it just doesn't do it for me. Maybe because I get to really be a cop, but that's why I like being on the 5M server, because I get to be a bad person. And I get to do things that other people don't get to do. So if you go to Twitch, if you go to my Twitch channel, you can watch the first 2 hours of my 5M play. And it was quite interesting because within 2 minutes, I got shot in the back for running away with the gun, which was really interesting. So... do you have marksman snipers on helicopters? We do not, but some SWAT teams do. Let's see here. Saber or citizen's arrest. Yeah, I can make a citizen's arrest, but then again, anybody can. Gaming clips. If there was any situation where an officer was injured and taking fire and a bystander was by them, would the bystander be allowed to take down a suspect if backup was far out? Yeah. Yeah, you have the same standards as a police officer that you can protect yourself or others from being injured or killed. Absolutely. Ashton Turtle. If a SWAT truck is driving back to the station and sees a small crime like a drug deal or vandalism, would they bother confronting the person? It just all depends on the people in the vehicle. It really does. Alfredo. I remember I saw a security guard carrying one of those wooden batons. I still wear one. Alex, or Nightcop. What means pleading the fifth? I saw a lawyer saying it in a thing in America. Pleading the fifth. Okay. The fifth refers to the Fifth Amendment of the Constitution, which means you do not have to self-incriminate yourself. So when that is where Miranda versus Arizona comes from, the Miranda rights. So the Fifth Amendment states that I do not have to give a statement that incriminates myself. So when it says I take the fifth means I am not going to answer your questions, which is your legal right. Let's see here. Chris, if there was a SWAT narcotics raid, how long would it usually take for the Vice detective to show up? They're with us already. Vice is already there because we're serving their search warrant for them. So they're already with us. And as soon as the house building is secure, we give it to them and they become responsible for it. So it's instantaneous. Pocket Goods. Have you ever heard of flashing lights? It's a great multiplayer. I have heard of flashing lights, but I just have not seen it. Okay, Alfredo. Pleading the fifth is referring to the Fifth Amendment. Okay, cool. Thanks for putting out that, Alfredo. Alex. Chris, if the bomb had a countdown, say, for 5 minutes and the EOD won't arrive in time, what do? We get the hell out of there. We are not experts. We're out. We evacuate as many people as we possibly can. And if it blows up before they get there, it blows up before they get there. There's nothing we can do. There's nobody that's going to risk their life because we are not bomb experts. So, Firestorm. I'm off to work for the day. Now in the world of Cyberpunk 27, New City has privatized the police force. On a scale of meh or gods no, what are your thoughts? Gods no. Pinkertons. Anyone want to talk about the history of the Pinkertons? We don't want private security. You want people that answer to the public. You don't want officers answering to private stockholders. RoboCop, anybody? Anybody remember the story of RoboCop, the original RoboCop? So OCP, remember? Stockholders. Dan Best. Chris, how do you space out your gun belt and fast do you move your gear around? Dan, it's really based upon what you learn in the academy, as well as once you get out of the academy, you come back and your field training officer kind of helps you. You start to learn different things, and your belt's always changing because your gear is always changing. So everyone's gear or belt is a little bit different. My belt used to have a zillion things on it. Now it has very minimal things on there just because of the weight, how injured my back is. The equipment that I don't have to carry anymore because I don't have to carry a taser, so that part is gone. Yeah. So CJ, thanks for being my biggest fan. Some dude who plays amazing content. Thank you very much. Gaming clips. I saw a TV show where they had someone in the command post keeping logs of what's happening in situations. That's something that really happens. Yes, we have scribes. They're called scribes. Sam B-Man. Would a SWAT team operator ever use fingerless gloves? Yes, actually they do. Quite a few of my guys actually cut the fingers off their gloves to make them fingerless. Just because they like that glove. Katie, thanks for helping Piper find her dog. Oh, hey, no problem. Man, that was a long time ago. Rise, what's going on? Aguacate99, greetings from Spain. Hello, Spain. Masterman, how hard is it to weigh between raid the suspect stand and try to talk them out? We always try to talk them out. De-escalation, man. We will go to the we'll surround it. We'll surround the location. We let them know that we're there. We use the PA, and once again, we're reacting to them. So if they choose that they don't want to come out, then we got to start doing things to make them want to come out. Mr. Chris, what would you take a look about fatal shooting of Officer Darren Jada on? Okay, I will. Why play as a cop when you are a cop? Yeah, I know, right, Alfredo? I mean, you get to do it already, so. Yeah, Corporal Deonton, I agree. It's like the same stuff over and over and over again. Respond to the 211, respond to the burglary, respond to the GTA. It's like, Katie, okay, we can acknowledge that. Cool. Shopinzia, I think it is. Anyway, for GTRP, you should join Thug Life RP. I can't join anyone's RP server because I already belong to Silver Lining, and Silver Lining only allows you to be part of their 5M server. So that is it. So I'm locked into them. They've been very good to me, so I got to show some love and loyalty to them. Vern Miller, is it weird to play a game as a cop then take on the cops? Yes. If you ever watch my gameplay, I'm very hesitant on some of the stuff that I do just because of my personality and who I am. So people even say, look at Chris as being a cop still while being a bad guy. So yes, there's I know it's a game, but still. All right. There's the stream detective. Okay, hold on. Do you have different weapons on team? Like one guy has an M4, another guy has a P90. No, everyone has the same rifle, but we do have different weapons just in case a certain thing calls out for it. Which is better, GTA 5 or Red Dead Redemption 2? For me, I'm an RD/R2 person. I love Red Dead Redemption 2, and especially online. I'm digging it. Don't get me wrong, I'm enjoying GTA 5 just as well because the story is just like awesome. Is IMXZQT Cortor? I'm the Cortor. Privet from the United States. Rise, okay. Okay, cool, Katie, thanks. Let's see, detectives watch RoboCop. Alex, could you potentially try to dampen the blast with a large cage or something? We wouldn't even try, dude. We would not even try. We're not gonna, because we're not experts once again. I don't know if a blanket's gonna work or this is gonna work. No, we just would not even try. Master Man, there's an app called Citizen that has been testing private security service, pretty much like private police in some US. I think LA included. I haven't heard of that. All right, Katie. I think we're good, Katie. We're good. Do snipers fire warning shots? There is no such thing as a warning shot in law enforcement, at least in Southern California. We do not fire warning shots because you got to be responsible for that bullet. So when we are going to use a firearm, it's going to be to neutralize a suspect. So no warning shots. What's the dumbest thing you've arrested someone for? Where do we start? I mean, committing a crime. I mean, why can't you just be a good person? So, but, some of the dumbest things arresting people for are just doing stupid things, I mean, there's no reason to go to jail for, stealing something. How's your coffee? It's going good. I got to get a little refill, so we're going to take a break here. Danger. How accurate would you rate the detective show Bosch? I don't know. I've never watched Bosch. My wife watched the full show, and she loved it. And she generally doesn't like shows like that, so I'm going to be watching it because it sounds awesome. Are you active duty? Yes, I'm an active duty police officer. So I will, in fact, that's what this is called, Coffee with the Cop, because I will be getting another cup of coffee right now, and I will be, as soon as this stream is over, I'm going to go for my run, take a shower, and head on into work. I have not played Assassin's Creed SD. Aneka, hey Chris, I'm colorblind. I wonder, and police SWAT operators, they're colorblind. I'm colorblind too. I can't see greens. Corporal Dialton, what was your favorite desk to work as example SWAT, homicide, domestic violence, and your latest favorite desk to work on? I think when I went to administrative services was the worst for me. It was boring. Best will always be being a detective. Just being a detective is awesome. Any detective. Okay, Alfredo answered the question for me too about warning shots. Heavens hell. As an employee of Walmart, 3 people just tried stealing 5 carts of stuff and is now currently trying to fight security. That would be a robbery. Paul, that would be if you like arrest an office worker to play a game about working in an office, right? Rise. Actually, there's a good idea. Chris, you should play Assassin's Creed. My favorite one is Origins or Black Flag or maybe the Batman. I love the Batman Arkham series. Ashon, when you joined the SWAT team, did you realize that you were going to be in dangerous situations? When I became a cop, I realized I was going to be in a dangerous situation. So, yes. And I love it. The more dangerous, the better. Oh, Chris, can you still become a cop if you have a major illness diagnosis? And my last name is pronounced Lamore. Oh, okay, Lamore. It all depends on the illness. I had a friend who was a diabetic, and he had an insulin pump, and he was allowed to be a police officer.
We have an officer that wears a hearing aid. So I think it just all depends on what is exactly wrong with you. So it's really hard to say unless I specifically know. Have you ever been shot or shot at? I have been definitely shot at. I've never been shot. It was my first time seeing Mr. Chris swearing on GTA RP. Oh, that's right. Because I was getting all into it. I was like, you shot me. You shot me. I was trying to give him a good show. It was fun. It was fun. Sam B. Man, do SWAT operators ever carry personal items on the gear? For example, a memento, something their kid made for them, an award? Yeah. A lot of the officers are very religious. They have their crucifix. They have their good luck charms. So yes, quite a few of them do. Holden Taylor, do snipers fire warning? I think we already answered that. There's a Red Dead Redemption 2. No, I already saw that. I am not doing that. In fact, I'm kind of upset that I modded my GTA 5 and I'm having some trouble logging in online. And I got to talk to some experts about that. Maybe criminal justice. He's already getting inundated with so many questions and I hate asking him. But hopefully our friendship, he'll let me know what I need to do to disable a certain mod that allow me to play online again. Because right now I can't play online. Corporal Deontay, I can understand why RDR2 is your favorite. Always watch the game, but highly advanced gaming PC is just a Dell. Oh, yeah, I know. All right, Data, got to go. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of places that fire warning shots. We just don't do that in the United States. I work night shift. I work swing shift. I work 2 p.m. to 2:30 a.m. I like Ghost in the Shell. There, Detective George. I love it. I think I have every episode from the anime series. Zone. No, I just got home to watch your stream. Cool, Zone. Thanks for joining us. Alex, Chris, have you ever used tape magazines or that military thing? Have you ever used? No, I have never not. No. Nightcop, what's going on, my buddy? Everybody, Nightcop 35 is in the house. You guys got to check out his channel. Him and I are going to be critiquing some videos together very, very soon. I actually will be going on a couple of days vacation / hiatus to take a break. And so when I get back, I am going to be getting with Nightcop. So Nightcop, if you're watching this, we're going to be getting together. I was actually going to text you later on this afternoon to talk about some videos that I think you and I should critique together on Discord and live stream it to both our audience. So everybody, people that are in here, people that are going to come watch this stream later on, please give Nightcop 35 some love. He is a retired police officer who had to retire because he had the ultimate fight for his life and almost died. And his story is... when I heard his story, being a cop for almost 25 years, I was taken back. It was awful. It was awful to listen to, but very inspiring. So go to Nightcop 35 on YouTube. His link is down below. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can... Fox, can you throw Nightcop, or Alfredo, can you throw Nightcop 35's link in our description and pin it? Or at least throw it in there and I'll pin it. Let me see. Let me see if I can get it actually, guys. I'm going to try to do it right now. I am going to try to do it right now. Stand by, guys. All right, guys. I just pinned Nightcop's Facebook link to the top. Please give him some love. He deserves it. He earned it. Earned my respect. Deserves my respect. And nothing but love for Nightcop 35. Nothing but love. So please, guys, help him grow his channel. He is doing some... So here's the thing, guys. With Nightcop. When Nightcop does what a lot of you have asked me to do, and he critiques videos. He gives his perspective on certain police videos and situations that are caught on body cam and people who upload videos. So that's something that you guys know that I kind of have stayed away from. I've kept the gaming, kind of like the gaming part of this on my channel. I want to do some of that, but I just kind of haven't jumped into that world. So if you really want to see a police officer with years of experience doing that stuff, Nightcop he's doing it on his channel. And so that's the stuff. So if you guys are like, oh man, I want to know why the cops did this or why they think this or that type of stuff, that's exactly what his channel is all about. And Joseph Stalin became a SWAT operator. Awesome! Thanks, Joseph. So so you definitely want to check him out because that's the stuff that many of you have asked me to do. So I will be doing some of that stuff in the future, but not a whole lot to see a lot of that. His channel is perfect because he has a lot of videos. I was watching some of the videos the other day, so definitely check that out. That's what he's doing. All right, cool. I'm so glad that Knight jumped in because we were able to throw him. Hopefully, we're going to be throwing him a lot more love as more and more people watch this. The highlights of this stream. So cool. Thanks, Blast Off. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate all of you hopping on over to his page and throwing him a like. And don't forget, share his channel, give him some thumbs up and some comments because it helps other people with the YouTube algorithm find his channel. And that's what's cool. All right, cool. All right, so let's go here. Corporal Dialton says, I beat him. Cool. Nightcop, man, there is no thank you, brother. I'm going to do the Nightcop salute. I love Nightcop, man, when he gives that hard, fast salute. I love it. But no reason to thank me, man. That is nothing but love for you. Nothing but love. So we got a couple people saying that they jumped on over there. I'm so glad to see that. What's up there, George Sin from Russia? Alex, let's see. Cool. All right, man. Oh, see? Shopizia? See, Nightcop, he reviewed the video that you were asking me about. See, there you go. There you go, man. He's on the forefront of all this stuff. So I gotta tell you guys, he's doing something that I thought about doing, but I haven't jumped into it yet. And I'm still kind of like, I got so many more games to play that, we'll see if we get to it. But Nightcop and I will be doing some collaboration on some of these videos because I think I know him and I will be able to play very well off of each other to talk about some of the good stuff that police officers do as well as some of some of the things that we do. So is the LAPD getting the 20? Yeah, everyone's getting the new 2021 Explorers. All right. Kamala, George, let's see here. Corporal, I wish I would become a member, but fortunately I'm broke. Hey, Corporal Johnson, while I appreciate people becoming members and all of their support gets poured back into the channel, I could speak for like Nightcop, Jeffrey Gamer, Criminal Justice, Cookies, and all of us that are kind of all become friends over the last couple of months. We really appreciate thumbs up and comments just as well. They are very important to us. We need thumbs up and comments. So we definitely need that. So don't forget that. That is very, very important. Hey, Knight, don't worry about it. Let's see here. Hello, Ricky. Let's see. So, Stalin, please release me from my gulag, please. Nightcop salute. I love it. Well, I'll let Nightcop talk about his stuff. So, hop on over his channel. Watch his videos. Now, here's the interesting part. The reason why Nightcop and I will have a good stream is I'm from the West Coast. He's from a different part of the United States. We can both tell you, while there are similarities in policing, there are a lot of things that we both would have done differently. And neither is right and neither is wrong. Or I should say, neither is wrong. Both are right. It's just like I said, policing is different from region to region, from state to state. There's even things that are different in the same state. So that's why it's really cool to have multiple police officers in talking about videos, because everyone gets give their different perspective, which allows people to really go, oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know you guys did that. So those are the cool things there. Okay. Alex, Chris, just don't miss it. I must be having mental health diagnosis, not a physical illness. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know. It all depends on what you get diagnosed with. So, all right, Rise, take it easy. Yes, it is going to be an awesome stream. It's going to be a stream with salutes. Let's see. Symphony of Destruction 99. Haven't seen you for a while, brother. I don't really understand GTA 5 online, but it's the last stream on Twitch was funny. So that was a 5M server. And I play as a civilian. They only have so many cops, and they have so many civilians. So I play as kind of a petty theft crime kind of guy. Lewis, nice videos, buddy. I think you, our relatives are from Latino American country, right? Well, yeah, my family was, yes. Let's see, Detective George. Chris, what's your opinion on the Angry Video Game Nerd video game series? I haven't seen it. Police afraid to use of force, George? No, I don't think cops are afraid to use force. I mean, we do what we got to do. So, I mean, are people going to be critical of what we do? Absolutely, they're going to be critical of what we do. But we got to still do our job. Our job is a dangerous job. We deal with bad and evil people. And depending on what they do will depend on what we do. And no police officer should be afraid to use force because it is a necessary part of our job. Do we want to use force? No. As a matter of fact, if you listen to Nightcop's story and you hear what happened to him, he was in the fight for his life. Literally. Fight for his life. That's why we do what we do. Nightcop, yeah, thumbs up is everything. I love the brand new Ford Explorers. Yeah, the new Ford Explorers are freaking awesome. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, like Nightcop. Yeah, so like, yeah, exactly. That would be the differences there. Yes. About one being from San Andreas and one from being from Vice City. Yes, two different places in the same game. Yes. I just had a conversation with my old man. It's interesting to see how different law enforcement is on the East and West Coast. It's very different. When will the stream be? We don't know yet. Him and I was going to reach out to him this afternoon and talk to him about it because, like I said, I'm going on a little hiatus for the next couple of days. I'm going to work tonight, and then I will be offline until Tuesday afternoon. Maybe I might even push the stream till Wednesday. So I gotta do a couple things, and I gotta take a little time for myself because work has been flipping crazy. Life has been flipping crazy. So you guys all know I'm a big fan of mental health. Personal mental health. So, I gotta do that. I gotta take care of me, so that way I can hopefully take care of you guys. What will the stream? Okay, hey Chris, rate Ponca Mountain Regional Police cars. I have not taken a look at those. What city did Nightcop work in? You're gonna have to go to Nightcop's page and watch his videos and get all the information about him there. Have you ever seen Ready or Not trailer? Yes, Ready or Not, unfortunately, is not ready. Chris, have you bought any games during the stream summer sale? I bought some police games. So I have not looked at them yet, but yes, I have. Chris, I'm out. Okay, Alex, take it easy. Are there Indians in your department, Vidar? No, we do not. We do not have any. I don't even think we have the demographic anywhere near our cities that I work in. So Alfredo, him, IDK, I don't know more recent times officers are afraid to use force. You know what? I think it's in the back of our minds, but my department, where I work, my officers are out there still hooking and booking. So I think, once again, it all depends on the region that you live and work in. Let's see. Vegetarian, hey Chris, I turned on the notifications. Yeah, that's a YouTube thing. I don't know what's going on there, you guys. My dad used to be operator in SWAT. He retired last year. Well, good for your dad for retiring. Congratulations to your dad. Chris, are you considering making a Red Dead Online posse? I kind of play RDR2 alone, but there is a possibility. There's always a possibility of stuff like that. I'm kind of like a lone game player, but there always is a possibility. I'm always up for doing different things and changing different things. Okay, cool. Yeah, the night we'll definitely be talking later on. George, in Russia, police afraid to work. If you stop someone, he will call your supervisor and you have many problems. Well, things like that happen here, but we got to still do our job. It was like yesterday. Someone came in to complain about me yesterday because they said I was rude to them. I'm like, I was not rude to you. You were being rude to me. And, yeah, I'm not going to let people be rude to me. So, and he wanted a complaint packet. So we gave him a complaint packet. And if he files a complaint, he files a complaint. But I got to still do my job. So, yeah, it is what it is. Let me see here. Yeah, Knight worked in the United States of Georgia. He's very proud of that. Corporal Deonta, I'm going into transition next year, which is basically a year where you decide what you want to when you're out of school. I'm going to pursue a career in defense forces and the police. Cool. Let me see. Says, what siren is better? I don't know. There are people who are experts in that type of stuff. I don't even know which one we use, to be honest with you. Ever met Russian police? Are they the same as internet meme? I don't know. No, I never met a Russian police officer. I can't say as I have. I'm trying to think. I don't think so. Firestorm, just remembered, in the Batman series by Telltale Games, you work on the Gotham PD SWAT team to rescue some hostage. Afterwards, Amanda Waller gives you shit about using tear gas. Thoughts? Tear gas isn't that bad, but we really don't use tear. Yeah, well, no, we use gas, but I don't remember that. But remember, everything is based on situation. So that's where you have to remember that. So if it calls for it, it calls for it. Are people going to be upset about it? Absolutely going to be. My tactics have been questioned when I've authorized the team leader to use a pepper ball or a gas grenade. And they're like, well, did you have to do that? Yeah, we did. It was a situation. So you usually have people who don't have any understanding of tactics that are your biggest critics. If they understand tactics, then they can generally go with it. But your biggest critics are those who don't have any experience or any tactics. Let's see. I almost named my dog Shadow. Why name my dog Shadow? Because he's like my shadow. He's literally right here snoring. I want to be a soldier in the Army. Sadly, can't earn citizenship. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Have you ever had a chance to work with Interpol in your career? Interpol. No, I've contacted Interpol regarding stuff, but never worked with agents. Watchdog series are also cool. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I've seen that. Shadow's doing a lot better. Still, he has still a long road to recovery, if he ever does recover. This might be his new normal, unfortunately. So, let's see, Sam. Do SWAT teams have a strict regulation on equipment they wear? Yeah, we have rules and regulations on our uniforms, our equipment, because it all has to be within certain standards. Let's see here. Any tips in getting to law enforcement? Once again, like Nightcop can tell you right now, it all depends on where you want to be a cop at. Everybody has different standards. Now, if you want to be a cop regardless, you got to be a good person. You got to be a good person. You got to have honesty, integrity. When you're first starting off, you got to be physically fit. So these are all things that I would tell you that you got to be a good person because we're only looking for good people to become cops. So I'll tell you that much. Let's see. Ever drove a Bearcat? Oh, hell yeah. I drove a Bearcat in 75, 80 miles per hour during a nor'easter in Massachusetts when I went to go inspect ours. So yes. I love Bearcats. Awesome. Have you ever seen a tank, sir? We had an AMRAAMP. We used to have an AMRAAMP. That's kind of like a tank, right? There you go. I like it, Alfredo. Get fit, don't break the law, and study, study, study. I couldn't have said it better myself. Uriel. Hello, greetings from Mexico. A question: How long did I last in the police force? Are you still active? I am still active. I'm on my 25th year now. Vidar, what's your name of your horse in Red Dead Redemption 2? Mine is White Star, because I got the Arabian, so I named him White and then Star. Corporal Deonton, yes, Chris, it must be very annoying to be given out to by someone who has no clue about... Yes, it is very annoying. Shadow snoring is keeping me in the stream. Thanks, Lonnie. Arizona Charger, ever worked with Coast Guard or National Guard? Yes, I have worked with both. Shopiznia, how long will a flashback blind you? It just all depends on where it's thrown, where you were looking. It could be anywhere from not doing anything to you to giving 10 seconds. Nothing like in SWAT 4. Not that long. Yeah, he does take some breaks. I know, right? Vegetarian. Are there any hacker that work with law enforcement? Or are they anti-hero? Well, there are hackers that work for the feds, 100%. And I'm sure that some of your large departments may utilize hackers, but we do not. We don't want more Officer Tiffany in the office for sure. I don't know what that is, but I'll have to take that look at that. How did you react when your daughter told you she wanted to be a police officer? It was bittersweet because I'm very proud of her, but I'm also very worried for her. And there are times when she's working graveyard and I'm home that I don't sleep until she gets home. I will sometimes wake up in the middle of the night, walk to this room which oversees our driveway, and if I see the car is there, then I feel like I can go back to sleep. So it is bittersweet because I'm very proud of her. I'm very proud of anyone who's willing to join law enforcement because it just takes a whole different person. But it is tough. It is tough. Louis, is there such a thing as joint training or tactics sharing sessions between police departments? Yes. I have trained with some of the best police departments in Southern California. So yes. Heard some rumors that Bearcats have a mounted gun. No, that's not true. SEF co-op server has a mod that allows you to cuff uncompliant civilians with pepper spray or taser. Okay, that's cool. An AMRAP is a military vehicle that they had a surplus, so they were giving them out to law enforcement. We got rid of ours because it was just too big. We couldn't use it. What is your favorite game? It just all depends. MTF on what genre, like MMOs, Final Fantasy 14, story-driven games, Red Dead Redemption 2, Final Fantasy 7. There's just so many different my favorite games type of stuff. So it just all depends. Civilization 6 for that style of game. It just all depends on that type of stuff. Let's see here. You ever going to try Fortnite? No, I am not going to play Fortnite. I can tell you that much right now. I don't think so, vegetarian. Let's see who. My first coffee with a cop. Hope you're all happy and healthy. Great channel. Thanks, Andy. How you doing? I named my horse Thunderbird. That's the stable owner said with a horrible name. That's cool. Yes, we do not mention Fortnite here. Vegetarian, you should react to Attack on Titan. A police perspective would be nice. I liked Attack on Titan, but I can't. I don't know if we would bring the two together. That's a tough one. Yeah, God, no Fortnite, right? Do you eat donuts on duty? Every now and then I'll have a donut. I love donuts, especially Maple Bar. Okay. Officer Tepnia is a GTA character. Okay. Joseph, is there a protocol for SWAT teams if the team leader commander gets neutralized? Yes. Everyone is trained to do everyone's job. So yes. If an AMRAP is mine resistant, it should be hell bullet resistant. Yeah, it is. Did you cry on art? Whoa, Vidar, are you kidding? I have not finished Red Dead Redemption 2, guys. So, are you serious? What the hell just happened, guys? It's too late, Vidar. I read that. What? All right. On that note, I am going to go get another cup of coffee. I will be right back, guys. Hey, what's going on, guys? I got a fresh cup of coffee. Oh my gosh. Oh. I'm still laughing my ass off right now. Oh my gosh. What's going on, Mark? How you doing? What's the weather like out in Vegas right now? I'm going to be out in out your area by tomorrow, Mark. What's the weather like? Should I bring shorts? Vidar. Oh my gosh, Vidar! I can't believe. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my gosh, so funny. So, someone threw a question out there about how do I deal with stupid people that say defund the police. Oh, it's right there by Dan Best. You know what? Yeah, I just ignore them. It's so freaking dumb. Because people don't know what that means. They really don't know what that means, and it's just you know what? There's just so much going on that it's kind of like you can't have an opinion that is contrary to this woke group. It's like you have to be defund the police, and if you say this, you're a racist, and if you say this, you're a bigot, and it's like it's so dumb now. That's why I don't even really watch the news, because it's just like it's so dumb. There are people getting their shows canceled because they have a belief system. It's like, come on. What's funny is, as an American, and I know I have so many people here that are from other countries, but as an American, one of the things when I was growing up was that we were supposed to be the land of the free. We were supposed to be where you can have opposing arguments, opposing religions, your opposing belief systems, and you could live your life the way you want to live your life. You don't have to be a Christian. You don't have to be a Catholic. You don't have to be a Buddhist. You could be whatever you wanted to be. You could raise your kids the way you want them to be raised. You could eat the food you wanted to eat. You could believe what you wanted to believe in. And all of a sudden, these last couple of years, we have people telling us that if we don't believe the way they believe, we're wrong. We're bigots. We're racists. We are, we want the polar caps to melt. It's like, what? So that's the problem with the United States of America right now, is that we have a small percentage of people, and that's what it is. It's a small percentage of people who just feel like their opinion matters. And it doesn't. It really doesn't. Their opinion doesn't mean crap to me. So I have friends. If you, my personal Facebook account is a good example of this. I have friends that are on the left, and I have friends that are on the right. And they're both my friends. And though sometimes my friends on the left challenge my patience, I still respect them, because that is still their opinion. As long as they respect my opinion, then we're good. We can go and they can come into my house and we can barbecue and talk. As long as we don't talk about politics and other stuff, we're good. So, all right. I'll get off my high horse there. I'm still laughing my ass off about Vidar. I thought we had a rule. No spoiler alerts. We're gonna have to throw Fox and Alfredo. We're gonna have to throw that at the very top there. No spoiler alerts. Yeah, Vidar. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, let's see. Guys, Lonnie, I like that. Guys trying to cheer him up about the spoilers. It's a little too late now for that, isn't it? It is. It's very too late. Let's see here. Is that a magic card on the table? Yes, it's my newest card I got. Look at that. I pulled it out of Modern Horizons 2. That's my latest pack there, and this is a cool card because I just found out it's like a $166 card. So pulled it out of a thing. Yeah, these are all my different cards, foils. Woo! Let's see here. Honest question for all Americans. Do you think American gun possession laws make police duty harder and make murder rate higher? No, I do not. I do not. The guns we pull off the streets are ghost guns and illegal guns. So, nope. Nope. Not at all. My mom called me a madman because I don't add any sugar or milk in my coffee. I have this, I put a vanilla additive in here that's keto friendly, and then I use whole whipping cream for my creamer. And then I just use Black Rifle coffee. That's what I'm drinking right now. I agree with you, Paul, right there. The thing about America is you don't have to like everything about America. Very true. But I don't know where we got to this mentality. So what we're going to play today, Tico, we are going to play nothing today as I will be going on duty here in the next couple hours. I start my shift at 2 p.m. We're going to actually be cutting the stream here in 8 minutes because I got to get ready for work. And no, I can't. I wish I could play today. The problem is that people think the agenda are right when these agendas like climate change, for example, is a simple fix when it actually is not. Here's a prime example. Have you guys ever seen the mines for silver and stuff to use in the batteries for electric cars? They produce more pollution than the cars are saving. It's like, right? So Vidar wishes he had a Uno reverse card. Oh my gosh. I'm like bummed right now. I mean, not like sad bummed. I'm just like, really, I love Arthur. But don't get me wrong. In the world of Rockstar, I had a feeling that was something was going to happen to Arthur because Arthur, first of all, I just played the episode where Arthur finds his previous love, and that story where she doesn't tell him that she loves him. So when I saw that sadness in that story, it's starting to build up because you feel bad for Arthur. So, it's kind of like, Cole Phelps in, L.A. Noire. You like Cole Phelps. He has a family, though he lost his family, and he dies. And that was like so typical Rockstar. Damn you, Rockstar. Anyway, it's really cool to watch, but 3 him since I've watched the cool Nerd Cop. All right, Nick, thanks, man. Shiny cards is for me. Yes, I love my foils. Right there, Nick. Yeah. All right. Chris, do a vlog at duty. I really can't. I've thought about doing vlogs, but you really, really can't, just because of policy. George said, no, I'm no longer a patrol officer. I'm actually a lieutenant, so I'm a watch commander. I am responsible for all of the patrol officers on duty today. So I oversee about a staff of 35 officers and detectives. Yeah. Let's see. Arthur went to Tahiti with Dutch and harvested mangoes. Yeah, I doubt that. No coming back from that one, Vidar. There is no coming back from that one. You screwed up. Greetings from Russia. What's up there, Banaka? I'm doing very well. I hope you were doing well yourself. Gamalos, I have to go. Yeah, well, I'm going to be going to myself, so we're good. Sergeant. Hey, Chris. How are you, man? Sorry I missed the last 2 Coffee with the Cops. I'm in Queensland at the moment. Oh, that's cool, man. That's cool. I would love to get down to Australia one day. I really would. So here's something more lighthearted. If I had an old police rifle from the early 1900s sitting in my safe, would that grab your attention? Yes, it would. I would really be interested. I love police paraphernalia. I love police historical stuff. Where are you from, bro? Is that me? Oh, no, Dialton. Okay. Oh, Corporal Dialton. He's talking to Corporal Dialton. Okay. Kids in the modern era have easy life. That's why they have the mentality of my opinion. It could be. Maybe a little more Five Nights because I like to just finish that game and take it off my agenda. Corporal, sometimes when you get the spoilers to the game, it can make the game more enjoyable. It can add the mystery and put you on the edge. For example, you get... Yeah, don't try to say Vidar there, Corporal Deonton. No way. Nick, good night, guys. Thanks, Chris. Hey, thank you, too. Vidar, I once again apologize for a spoiler. I did not know because it released in 2018. Yeah, right. I'm a little behind the times. Me and Nightcop are old dudes. We're old dudes. So, what is your opinion on silencers? Are they effective when you are in stealth mode? Yes, they are. We have not, and we don't call them silencers. We call them suppressors because they suppress the sound. They don't silence the sound. Chris, how hard is it as a watch commander? It's not hard, but you have a lot of responsibility. I make a lot of critical decisions that could have a dramatic impact on the entire city because what I decide or decide not to do could cause a lawsuit, could cause someone to get hurt. So a lot of responsibility. Will I gameplay Medal of Honor? Not right now. Okay. What's your favorite character in GTA 5? Franklin. Franklin. Is it Franklin? Yeah, Franklin. But Trevor's running a close second, man. He's so barbaric. I'm actually kind of enjoying that whole mentality. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I have to call it. I got to get going. I got to get ready for work. We actually went a half hour longer than I was supposed to. I should already be running right now, and no, I'm 23 minutes behind my run, so I got to try to at least get a 3-mile run in. Why aren't subtitles available in your videos? So, good question. To do subtitles, you have to type the subtitles yourself. So even if I were to translate my own into like put English subtitles at the bottom, I have to type them. And if you guys see, I talk a lot. There would be no way I could do this on a video like this. I wish I could. I'm sure there's transcribing services that are available that could do that for me. But unfortunately, that costs a lot of money. And this channel is not there yet where we could funnel some of that money to do it. Because it's hundreds of dollars just for one video. So we will try to work on some future subtitles, at least some English subtitles, so that way you guys can translate that stuff. I would love nothing more to do that. But yeah, you can turn on subtitles to get auto-generated captions, but I do talk a lot, so, but, all right. What chapter are you on RDR2? 2. I'm on chapter 2. I have actually, to be honest with you guys, I have not been able to play games for quite a while. Yesterday's video was an anomaly because I just have not had a chance to get some games going. That's why I'm going to be taking a hiatus for the next couple of days. And I got to do a couple of things so that way when I do get back from my little mini vacation, I could sit with Nightcop. I can get this stuff all set up so him and I can do our dual critique of cop stuff together, and then we can jump deep into some serious gameplay videos, because the video that came out yesterday is something that I want to do more of, where we kind of break down the games a little bit more instead of just playing them. And I saw the reactions, and I love the reactions, so that told me that video was good. That was a good video. We normally don't hit 1,000 downloads in one single day, and we did. So that tells me something right then and there. All right. So there we go, guys. Hey, so I'm going to leave this with you guys here. Thumbs up and comments. I read the comments even after the video is over. So if you want to see different things, you have to leave me comments. I read all of the comments and I make notes. I have notes of stuff here. Notes. So, yeah, I'm just looking at some of my notes from GTA 5. So I have notes there that will, hopefully I will get to some of the stuff there. So, yeah, you guys gotta give me some more feedback on that type of stuff there. I'm going to my third page of notes because I have some notes about a future carjacking video for GTA 5. All right. Yes, we will be doing some co-op as soon as I can get the SEF mod, but I got other things that I need to do. One of those things, though, is I need to fix Stream Elements or Streamlabs, and I have to fix a couple of things on my GTA 5. I may have to I may have to delete GTA 5 off of my computer, download a clean copy, make a copy, add the mods, and figure out how I can have 2 GTA 5 instances on my computer. So that one I could use for GTA 5 story mode and then GTA 5 online. So I got to figure that out. I know there's a ton of videos on YouTube, but if you are an expert at that type of stuff where I can play GTA 5 online and be able to disable a mod that allows me to do that, please comment down below. All right, guys, I got to definitely go. I really appreciate everybody that was here today. Shout out to Nightcop 35 for stopping on by. Shout out to my mods, Alfredo, Fox, and Data. And shout out to all of you that took time out of your day to join me on my morning, on my cup of coffee, just to stop and say hi and ask me questions. I am always humbled by the very fact that so many people will come and join me, as well as the people who will come and watch this live stream later. So I definitely appreciate it. You guys are the best, and nothing but love from me to you guys. I hope your day is wonderful. I hope your weekend is wonderful. Remember, do something for yourself at least once a day. It could be read a couple of pages in a book you wanted to read. If you are a writer and you've been wanting to write a story, write a couple of paragraphs. If there's a mini series or a series on TV that you want to catch up on, watch a few episodes. If you've been thinking about going for a walk or a run, put those running shoes on and open your front door and go do that. But do something for yourself. That's what you need for mental health wellness. For me, I have been opening up my packs of Magic. Pokemon's when I get back from my little hiatus. But those are little things that I do where I just have fun. I look at my cards, I put them in their sheets, I organize them. That's kind of what I've been doing for the last couple of days because I've been so busy. You got to do stuff for yourself, guys, to get through all of this, okay? Because we are, I think in my opinion, we're far from going back to normal still. We were on our road, but it seems like things are kind of slowing down again. So we gotta kind of get through this together. All right, ladies and gentlemen, take care of yourself. Take care of one another. We are getting through COVID-19 together slowly, but until we do, and even after we do, I will continue to be in this chair making the content you request, you want, and you definitely deserve while my buddy Grogu. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, this is Chris the Cop reminding you that we can make the world a better place by helping just one person at a time. I truly believe that. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, this is Chris the Cop saying peace.